Hey, it's Emily and Isaac with Maison Realty Group at Keller Williams Realty Integrity Lakes. We are at Red Cow on 50th in Minneapolis, drinking some excellent drinks. But first of all, we have to mention that we are dressed for the occasion.
Red.
We wore our KW red wear, and we're at Red Cow. It wasn't
Gotta have my
even
scarf
planned.
though. Gotta have my scarf
yeah,
though.
we gotta. I mean, we're representing.
Right.
Yep.
Everything's red today.
It is.
You know that Red Day is coming up.
It is.
We'll talk about Red Day through Keller Williams coming up in another episode. But
yes.
anyways.
But for now, we're gonna drink some drinks and talk about what it's like to be a seller receiving offers. So what are you drinking?
Old fashioned, classic.
Because you're old.
Hard to go wrong. That's because I'm old. and if drinks label people.
Mine's a doozy. The poor man's rosé. Cheers.
Cheers, I would cheers you.
Yes.
Well, we're not having any fun today.
We are not having any fun whatsoever.
We had interesting version of fun over the weekend, though.
We did. We had a lot of fun over the weekend. So a couple weeks ago, as I mentioned, we talked about being buyers in this crazy market. This weekend, we had 3 listings go up. 3 listings sell, go immediately to a pending status, skipping right over inspection contingencies and all other contingencies. So we thought it would be a good idea to talk about what it's like to be a seller receiving offers from buyers and what sellers are looking for and really liking about those offers, what they're prioritizing in those offers, because it's not necessarily always the highest offer that wins.
No, it's what's the best offer.
Yeah, so we had a cash offer, a conventional offer, and a VA offer that all won in these multiple offer situations. So VA and FHA tend to have a more difficult time in this market, but the VA buyer that came to our table really came
strong,
ready to play, strong.
Yeah, those terms were fantastic.
They were phenomenal. So they skipped inspections. They were very willing to make things easy for the sellers.
And we may not necessarily totally agree with where the market is as far as what's convincing and what's really working, but the fact that we're here, we need to help coach our clients and guide our clients through that process.
Right. We're always pro inspection, but in some cases you're not going to win the home that you fall in love with that inspection contingency. So we had a VA, we had a conventional, we had a cash. Cash is not always king. And that's the thing to keep in mind, is that cash isn't always king. So 15% of offers in the last couple of weeks have been winning with cash, but still over 80% of the offers that are winning right now are still conventional offers. But those terms that go into that offer are what really make those convincing. So cash is king, but whether it's the bank's cash or your cash, really it's the terms that support that. So if you can have an appraisal gap coverage, and you're waiving inspections, there really isn't a lot of difference between that cash offer and a fully financed conventional offer. And same thing with a VA offer or FHA offers. If you make those terms really, really strong and very convincing, they're still winning offers. They still got a great opportunity. And so, as you said earlier, the winning offer, the best offer is not always the highest offer. And that's just the truth, and we saw it this weekend. We actually turned down higher offers because there were better terms than the ones that our sellers ended up choosing. And the communication between agent to agent, really the other terms, writing a clean offer, there's a lot of things that go into being the winning and best offer, and it's not always cash, it's not necessarily even just conventional. Right? And that's a great point. The agent matters.
Yeah.
If an agent just throws an offer over the fence and doesn't communicate to the listing agent and doesn't advocate for their client, that doesn't do much for anyone. So your agent really matters. Pick a communicative agent. Pick an agent that is diligently advocating for you. That was a big thing this weekend.
It was a huge thing this weekend. There were some terms that won out, but every offer that we accepted, that our sellers accepted, have agents on the other side of the coin that really went to bat for their clients, and so that was a big part of it. So like you said, we talked a couple of weeks ago about what it means to be a buyer, the things that are going on, but as from a seller perspective, there's also, one of the properties that we had 23 offers, and a lot of them were really, really competitive. And so how do you navigate that situation? And there's a lot of variables that go in there. There's just not an easy answer. But
it's important to have a seasoned agent representing you talking you through that, talking you through the pros and cons of each of those offers and the likelihood of each of those offers to make it to the closing table. So.
Well, and quite frankly, we've got listings coming up this weekend that are going to be in similar situations, and so we already know.
And the following weekend.
Yeah, and we've been correct.
Yeah.
And we've been coaching our sellers on what we've been seeing, not just what we're hearing, but what we've been seeing through our own experience. And so it's important. So yeah, who you hire matters, and we'd love to be of service, but I think there's always that piece of going to just do, what's happening, what are we seeing? You could talk statistics all day long, but this is ongoing for us. So happy to continue the conversation with you though. But
Definitely.
in the meantime, I know we talked about our drinks, but I'm thirsty.
I'd like to take a sip of mine.
We should probably take a sip. So cheers to you, Emily. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
We'll talk to you soon.